Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video tutorial brought to you by me, Steve, from the Stay Connected family on the dreamynetwork.com. And in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make an Effect C4D. Basically Effect C4Ds are used in signatures and sometimes web design to give lighting or add to the effect of the background or whatever you're doing anyway. So basically, let's get started. First of all, you need to open up Cinema4D like I have. I'm currently using Cinema4D R13. As far as I know, everything's roughly the same in R13 as from release 10. So without this, let's get started right away. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to click this button here, left click and hold, which is your primitive objects button. And if you left click and hold, a menu will come up like this. And if you just click sphere, like that, you'll get a little sphere turn up in your box. So once you've done that, you want to click this button here just once. This is your array object. So if you just click it once, like so, it will come up in your object bar over on the right hand side. Now what you want to do is you want to drag your sphere into the array. And once you've done that, as you can see, it's given us what, 3, 6, 8 balls, 8 spheres. So now what we want to do is you want to click on your array, hit Control C and Control V, which will duplicate it once, but you want to duplicate it about 7 times, anywhere between 5 to 7 times. So I'm just going to do that now. Right, now what you want to do is you want to grab the first duplicated array box, select your rotate tool. Now in R13 you can just click anywhere and rotate, and it will just rotate anywhere you want. But for previous versions, which I'm not sure, you need to rotate it exactly so it sort of fits like that. So you get sphere on top of it, on top of sphere, on top of sphere, right? So you just keep doing this until you've created a complete ball of spheres. So let me just do this. If you need to duplicate more, then do so. Looks like I'm going to have to. Yes, I'm going to have to. So I'll just Control C and Control V a couple more times. And just rotate it around. Try and make each rotation different. Because the more different it is, the more effects you're going to get. I need to do it a couple more times. And that's that done. That's my array object done. Now what you want to do is you want to create a null object. So in R10 to 12 do object null object, I believe it is, but in R13 you just go create object null, select all your arrays, pop them in your null object like so. Right, now we're going to add a light source. Just click your light button once and there it is. Grab your move tool, just move it wherever you feel it would be good to have. I'm just going to stick mine all the way up here. Higher up, the more shadows you'll get. So that's this bit done. Oh, also on your light settings, before I forget, change your shadow to shadow map soft. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just centerize it like that. Now this button here, these 2 arrows side by side, we're going to right click and just drag out a little bit. Not too much, not too less. Drag out a little bit so it sort of looks like this. Then left click, drag all the way to the right and make sure you go inside the sphere. Now you've just got to find something that's going to look pretty sleek. It is hard to find, but once you find it, you're onto a winner. See, I've found normally stuff like this is pretty good. Stuff like this. So if we just quickly render that out in 800 by 600. No, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut the mustard. due to my light sources taking over most of the bits. Some cases you can just delete the light source and it will give you a nice looking C4D effect, whereas that hasn't. So just keep rotating and finding bits and bobs until you get a nice looking C4D. This is the most lengthiest part of the process, is finding the right look for your effect. I'll just quickly show you some of my previous effect C4Ds I made. This is my latest pack, AE C4D pack 5, and these are just some of the renders I've managed to create using this technique. So I mean, like I say, you have to play around with stuff and find things that will look good. And at the minute I can't seem to nail it, so I will just pick one in a minute and we'll get there. Right, this'll do, this'll do, this'll do. Right, so now add your lighting again, change it to soft, grab your move tool, move your light source, find your bit again, just render off. Sorry, I'm just going to delete my light source, it's being a pain in the ass. Right, there we go, that will do. Right, so now we're going to get some materials. Now I've always found when making effect C4D materials, it's always best to use effect materials. This pack here, Effect Match Shared on DA, you can download from DeviantArt. They're pretty nice, got some real nice colours and looks going on. Again, if you click on a material, it gives you a little preview just over here in your object properties box. So if you just click any, and it will show you what it looks like. But I think I'm going to use this one. And we're going to go into the render settings. If you press Control B, it doesn't matter what version you're on, Control B will bring up your render settings. Now I use 1280 by 1024 always, because that's my screen resolution. Just click render. Just going to delete these. Zoom out, and I'm going to let that render. And once it renders, that's it done. There's not much really I can say or tell you that will make it any different. You can try. I've been experimenting lately with effect C4Ds, and I've found if you use a square as well as a circle, do the same technique as this, but use a square, you do get some really nice outcomes if you do it. If you manage to find the right place in the, like when you zoom in and you're looking for that certain effect that I was just doing, I've found with squares you can find some really nice ones. But that's basically it for this tutorial. This C4D will be posted underneath this video, and you can find me at thedreamevilnetwork.com, photoshopgtr.com and sigresource.com. So if you have any questions or video tutorial requests, please get in touch and I will try and do them. Apart from that, that's all you need to know on how to quickly make effect C4D tutorials. I think this has got to be the shortest tutorial I've ever done. So, thank you very much. I've been Steve from the Aesthetic Epitome family. You can find me on thedreamevilnetwork.com, photoshopgtr.com and sigresource.com. This is the end of my effect C4D tutorial. I shall catch you again very soon. Peace out! Bye.